Welcome back. Joining us now is Sarah Hay of the Vancouver Transcendental Meditation Center. Hi there, Sarah.
Hi.
Our first question actually comes from our person of the week, Daniel Wesley, and let's have a listen to what he has to say.
So Sarah, I found that meditation, it improves my eyesight, my reaction time. It helps me with recovery from training hard. It makes me more natural and easy during a competitive situation. How does meditation do that?
That's a very rich question.
Yes, it
Basically, how does meditation work?
Yeah, so it is a great question. I'd just like to go back to the basics and explain exactly what transcendental meditation is. It's a very simple, natural, effortless meditation technique. It's a mental technique practiced with the eyes closed, sitting up comfortably, and practitioners meditate twice a day for 20 minutes.
It sounds wonderful, but it sounds like, who has the time?
Right, yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think we find time to do the things that are important to us. And so we just do it first thing in the morning before we get our day started, and then again, usually before dinner. And so it's just about prioritizing, and because really what transcendental meditation does is it actually gives the whole mind and body a deep level of rest, and actually gives you more energy when you come out, so that you actually find you have more time because you're actually thinking a lot more efficiently.
So Daniel has been doing this for a long time, and
Yes.
clearly he has benefited massively by this practice. And he's asking, how does it work? He's recognizing it absolutely does work, but what's going on?
Right. What happens in meditation is the mind just very naturally starts calming down. And when the mind calms down, the body calms down as well. And so the body starts getting a very deep amount of rest. Research has shown that this rest is even deeper than deep sleep. And so when the body is getting that deep rest, then it's actually able to start releasing stresses. And stresses is what inhibits the body from functioning at its fullest potential. And so when we start releasing those stresses through the meditation, then things like hand-eye coordination do become better. Our mind and our body are actually becoming more integrated with this technique.
Is it fair to say
Yes.
Probably all of us need this, a meditative practice, more than ever in the history of the world?
Yes.
And yet, I've heard so many people say that they go to do, I can't meditate. I start thinking about other things, I just can't do it. Because we're all like these in our hamster wheels, and
Exactly.
and it's really hard to settle, to actually attempt to practice.
Right, exactly. And that's why having a technique is so important, because actually having a very active mind is a prerequisite for this meditation, I would think, because it shows that we have thoughts and where are thoughts actually coming from. We're having thoughts all the time, but really our thoughts are coming from the depths of the mind, the subconscious, and what sometimes we call pure consciousness. And so we start the meditation using the active mind, introducing a specific thought or a mantra. And with that thought, just thinking it in a comfortable way, it actually starts settling down the mind to those quieter and quieter levels.
So you get some help, because I know in the limited times that I've tried to just sit quietly, that really the grocery list comes in almost instantly. I
Right.
forgot about the laundry, and so
Yes.
it's not coming from some deep place, it's coming from a very shallow place.
Surface, yes,
But still, it's hard to push
Yeah.
those aside.
Yeah, it's like if you wanted to lift up a boulder, it would be difficult, but if you have a lever, it's easy. So that's what this technique is. The mind wants to settle down, and all the time when we want to be happy, we're looking outside of ourselves, which is exactly why we need a meditation, this technique that reverses the process of thinking. Instead of always thinking in this outward direction, all of a sudden we're actually thinking in an inward direction and settling down our thoughts.
Do you think it's harder or easier for people who are north of 49? Is there a difference in a 20-year-old attempting to begin a meditation practice versus someone who's retiring?
I would say no. I teach all ages of people, and every person I've taught has had that very easy start and has almost immediately experience this transcendental state where there is no thought. From the first meditation, people start feeling this very deep relaxation in their whole physiology. And just by doing it regularly, you get more and more benefits.
It's very heartening, and I'm intrigued to hear that it's possible even for a squirrel brain such as you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sarah, hey, thank you so much. That's great information.
All right.
North of 49, a guide to the rest of your life.